Every business is selling something, either a service or product. In QuickBooks Online, those sales are tracked through products and services, which show up on your sales receipts and invoices, and ultimately tell QuickBooks how you make money. Getting this set up correctly ensures your financial reports are clean and clear. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how to do that. When you click on the gear icon and then Products and Services and New, you'll notice that there are 4 different items to choose from: Service, Inventory Item, Non-Inventory Item, and Bundle. Service items aren't quantifiable. You're selling your knowledge, skills, and expertise rather than a physical product to a customer. Examples are a towing service and swim lessons. Inventory means that you're keeping track of the quantity of physical products that you have on hand and how the amount changes when you sell an item or replenish your stock. For example, a clothing store would want to keep track of the number of jackets and scarves in stock and be flagged when they need to order more. Non-inventory means you're selling physical products, but you aren't keeping track of the quantity sold in QuickBooks Online. So you sold some ornamental vases and you're more concerned with recording what they sold for. Now that you understand these different items, there's one more option that can save you time: bundles. This is especially helpful if you sell the same combination of items over and over, so you don't have to manually enter them in a sales receipt or invoice each time. For example, a photography package may always include photo prints and a photo album. To create a bundle, I'll click on New and then Bundle, and this will be called Photography Package, and then I'm going to copy the name and paste it in the sales description box. Then I'm going to add the 2 items which are included in this bundle. So we have the photo prints and the photo album. If you want customers to see the individual items on their sales receipts and invoices, then you'll click this box and then save and close. If you're not sure which type of item to choose, ask yourself these 3 questions. Is this a product or a service? If it's a product, do I need to track how much I have on hand? Are multiple items being sold together? In this example, I'm going to create a new service, and this will be for monthly bookkeeping, which is the name I'll use for this item. So monthly bookkeeping, then I'm going to scroll down to the description section. This will appear on the sales receipt or invoice that the customer receives, so it should clearly explain what they're being charged for. So again, I'm going to use monthly bookkeeping. You can also add a price if you charge the customers the same amount each time. The next part is where products and services connect to your financial reports. An income account tells QuickBooks where the sales should appear on your profit and loss statement. You can lump all your sales together in an income account called Services. Or if you want greater detail on your profit and loss statement, you could create accounts for what is being sold. So a bookkeeping company could have separate income accounts for monthly bookkeeping, cleanup projects, and trainings. It ultimately depends on what the business owner considers valuable information to guide their financial decisions. If you buy items from a vendor and then resell them, this next option is important. You would select I purchased this service from a vendor, then enter the purchase description, the price that you pay, and the expense account where you'll record this purchase. You can also enter the vendor's name. So every time you sell an item to a customer, you're capturing your profit by recording the sale price and the cost of goods sold. This is common for product-based businesses. There may come a time when you decide to revise a product or service that you created. You have the option of updating historical transactions so all of the previously recorded activity reflects a new change. Let's say you're the owner of a landscaping business and the sprinkler system side of your business is growing. Previously, you lumped all income under landscaping, but now you want to drill down a bit more. So you created a new income account called Sprinkler System, and you want all previous activity to point to this new account. We'll change the income account to Sprinkler System, and then select Also Update this account in Historical Transactions. This helps your reports reflect how your business has evolved over time, and then save. You can also create a service item for expenses. Platforms such as Etsy charge the seller transaction and advertising fees. So you would create a new service item and link it to an expense account. I'm going to create a new service item and call it Etsy transaction fees. I'm going to copy this name and use it in the description. And I'm going to use an expense account called transaction fees. QuickBooks Online labels it as an income account, but what matters is where you link it. It can be helpful to create categories to group similar items together, which makes it easier to find and revise. The owner of multiple properties may want to create a category for each property address and then service items for each apartment number. To create a new category, I'll click on More and then Manage Categories and then Create New Category. And the category name will be 333 Ridge Lane, which is where the property is located, and then Save. Then I'm going to go back to Products and Services. Now I'll add the category to each apartment. So I'll click Edit and then add 333 Ridge Lane for apartment number 1. I'll do the same for apartment number 2 and apartment number 3. So now all of the apartments are grouped together under the same category, which is a property address. If you want to see what's driving your sales, not just total income, QuickBooks Online has 2 key reports. We'll search for Sales by Product Service Summary. This report is showing us how much income was generated by the 2 services, landscaping and sprinkler system, the percentage of sales by each service, and the average price charged for each service. Then we'll go back to standard reports and we'll search for Sales by Product Service Detail. This report is grouped into categories by services, landscaping and sprinkler system, and it's showing us how much each customer paid for the service they received. If you have a large list of items, rather than adding items individually, QuickBooks Online gives you the option to batch import. Then you can upload a spreadsheet in CSV or Excel format. You can download a sample spreadsheet as a guide, which helps ensure your file matches the format QuickBooks expects. If you sell through online platforms such as Shopify or Amazon, you can import from Sales Channel. This will sync the data with QuickBooks Online to help keep your books accurate and up to date. What happens if you delete a product or service that you no longer sell? So I'm going to make sprinkler system inactive and then click Make Inactive again. It still exists in QuickBooks Online, however, it becomes hidden from your list. And if you look back at past transactions, the item will be displayed with deleted next to its name. Nothing about your financial history changes. QuickBooks Online is simply hiding it from future use. In the next video, we'll go deeper into inventory tracking, so keep an eye out for that. If you want more QuickBooks Online and bookkeeping tutorials you can trust, subscribe to this channel and explore our growing library. We're adding new content regularly.